Hey everybody, this is Brittany here with Surfing Waves of Light, and I am on the beach in Surf City, Long Beach Island, just watching the waves, hiding behind some reeds for wind protection. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who follows my channel. I love you guys. Sorry I haven't posted a video in a while. I came back from the Boundary Waters and there was a lot of things just happening right in front of me, so felt called to be there. I'm excited to be here now. Things are starting to settle down, and yeah, I've been missing talking to you. So I was just walking on the beach and definitely got some downloads, so I thought I would bring the guides through. And yeah, so see what they have to say. Greetings, dear beings. We are the Pleadian Council here with the Arcturian Council. We are one of the same, and in the separated form, you can look at us as different, as two, as many, and yet our energies are merely the separate versions of the encompassed one message that you are and your friends here on this YouTube channel are looking to bring about onto this planet, to bring into reality, into physicality at this time. And we are ever so pleased to be with you. This is the first time we are properly channeling for this being as Pleiadian guides. We showed her our bluish green when she went deep within herself to ask for the voice of love, and she knows that this is our energy, and this has been an energy that has been more fully embodying for this being since she has encompassed more balance into her life. Yes, you see, when you are busy, when you are running around, there are energies that cannot be introduced, for you need the time and space for them. And know that we do not care when that time or space occurs. We do not care if it takes you a year to get there or 5 minutes, because we here, not in time, are ready for you. The energies are ready for you when you are ready. And we truly, truly want you all to enjoy the process. Yes, the process. That is the main objective of your time here on earth. The present moment. Going through what you are going through. Allowing the robots, the other beings, the aspects of yourself right in front of you to be showing you the lessons that you are meant to learn. You are always given exactly what is needed, and we say that, and we see some of you interpreting that in a very physical manner, in a very religious type manner. But truly, when we say this, what we mean is that this universe is so intelligent that everything is truly calculated and weighed from the most loving perspective, and the things, the moments, the people that are put in front of you, they are exactly what you need. There is not a call to go deeply within any one of these persons, but to recognize when you are at peace and you are around them, what they are here to show you, what aspects of yourself are becoming whole and healed, and you can truly enjoy this process. This process doesn't have to be hard. It can be quite enjoyable with a community of like-minded beings with guidance that can help you to find the most loving meaning in every situation. That is all this being is here to do. Her job is to hear us, and our message is the most loving interpretation that is available, that is of the nature that you can understand it. And so that is what we are here to guide, because you have all been trained to believe that this world is random, that things happen to you randomly, and yet that could not be farther from the truth. You cannot truly live in a random universe, for love is order. Love is is organized chaos. It is always wanting to expand and come back to each other at the same time, and only when you're in time do the moments of transition occur. That is where the chaos is. But when you are here with us in pure love, there is no transition time. Everything already is, and you can just step gladly into that vibration of love. And that is what you all are here to cultivate at this time. You are here to embody love. You are here to embody our guidance, the most loving interpretation. That is your job, and this is the process, and this is the process that your souls wish to undergo. It is fun, dear beings. It is fun because you are about to create everything that you've ever dreamed of. You are about to bring it into reality, and coming from such a strict, severe reality where it did not even feel it was possible for most people to have some free time or be happy in a deep sense. Now, not only are you going to be able to embody these things, you are going to be able to create an amazing universe of life, of love. We were showing this being in the ocean today. There was a big net that washed up, covered in seaweed and mussels and clams, and we reminded her that part of the reason she is so attracted to the ocean is because the ocean is the life giver. It is the water, it is the salt, it is the electrolytes, the nutrients, it is the medium with which allows life to embody and occur. It is the water you are made up of, and that is where the energy acts. The energy acts on the water, and that is what moves your body, and that is what brings you into the energy that leads you, the energy that brings you that loving feeling, that joyful feeling. And it does on the opposite side as well, but we want you to notice the times when energy is coming into your body and working on the water, and that is why it is so important for you all to drink enough water to be hydrated. We estimate that 40% of all illness is related to dehydration or worsened by dehydration severely. We know even from this being's clinical experience in the ER that hydration was often a key treatment for most illnesses, for any patient that had a sickness of infection, a sickness of dizziness, a sickness of course there are parameters around sugar and other things, but fast beating hearts, a little bit of fluid, as long as the person was not having heart failure or for some reason couldn't take more volume in their system. That is something that occurs. That is a different spiritual, medical pathophysiology that we can explain at another time. But basically, we want you all to know that drinking water, being in water, this is life-giving, and the ocean is life-giving. What we showed her through this washed up net full of life was that you can literally dump trash into the ocean and it will make life out of it. That is how beautiful of a life giver it is, and that is what your role on planet Earth is now. That is why you are surrounded by oceans. It is here to show you that you can take the trash of the 3D and you can make it into something beautiful. You can make it into whatever you want. And that's the process, that's the journey that you're here to enjoy. You must have joy to live on this planet. We taught this lesson to this being many years ago when her father was sick. She had tried food, she had tried energy work a bit, she was a little nervous back then. She had tried all sorts of things to heal her father's illness and some of the small symptoms she had noticed within herself. But what she finally realized, the most powerful healer, is the things that bring in the energy naturally. It is the joy. And so she would beg her father to go fishing because that was one of the things he really loved. And she knew that any time spending doing something you love, it fills you with that warm, loving energy. That is the energy of which that can heal. And we need to tell you all, we need to tell you that nothing can heal on the level that it was created on. So many of you have physical ailments in the physical, and you go to physical doctors to receive pills and other physical treatments. Even alternative foods and things like that can be considered in this light. But truly what you need is you need to not act on the level of the illness. You need to raise the frequency. You need to raise the vibration up. And that is why you are called to work on the mind, and you are called to work on the energy, because that is the place where the core of the issue will come. Sickness will heal even if you do not take these measurements. Sickness is small flashes of information telling you you're off track. And we are very gentle and kind. As someone who is attempting to reach someone far away, they start gently, hello, can you hear me? And we just nudge you with a little ear infection. We nudge you with a sore throat. We nudge you with some back pain. And then we see if you take the time to raise the vibration, to tune into the energy, which is a frequency that is usually quite above or just above the energy of the physical illness. That is where it came from. That energy was present because we saw here on the higher plane that this energy is needed. This being the ego, which has a strong hold on all of you, is really taking this person down a path, and the suffering and the unlovingness is at its max capacity. And we want to let you know it is time to start changing direction. It is time to start changing pace, and that is what you are here to do. And that is why you see beings with mental illness on this planet. And then you try to treat them with pills and drugs and other things like this. Again, we are not against it in certain energies and frequencies, but to truly heal it at a deep core, you need to not act on the level that the problem was created. You need to act on the levels above it. And that is what energy and frequency, that is what this is. That is what channeling it is. It is the process of bringing through consciously the loving interpretation, the loving aspects of what is possible to see. It is taking the trash that is put in front of you and finding the peaceful perception. That is your creation. That is your trash net in the ocean with the mussels and the clams and the seaweeds growing on it. That is what you are here to do. You are here to take those thoughts and project as many loving stories, the most highest loving interpretations onto them, so that they can be fully seen by yourself, which is the only person energy you're meant to heal, but also so it can be seen by those around you, which are the aspects of yourself that you have created. This entire reality you have created, you, the greater you, the bigger you, the oneness you, and then you chose to take on this journey as the character that you are. And that is the fun of this journey. So be the character and allow yourself to move through the process, and know that none of it is that real on the grand scale. And so when things get hard, you can step into neutrality, you can find the peace, you can allow yourself to let go of the trash within yourself, allow it to surface through crying, through anger, through whatever medium it needs to come up, and then you can do your creative efforts. This is where the creative part comes in. You creatively assign empowering meanings to it, because you know the universe is not random. It is not random. It is so intelligent. It is more intelligent than AI and Einstein and Tesla combined, and you have access to it at every moment of every day if you can just calm, if you can just come to peace. We know how challenging this is. This is challenging for this being. She had a heavy work week this week, and it was hard for her to fully come down knowing that she had deadlines and things to do, and yet now that energy is over, she can relax, she can just be, and it is easy for her to come down. The mental weight that you carry plays a significant role in how deeply your body relaxes each night for sleep, anytime you're taking a meditation or a nap. And so that is why we encourage people to have work-life balance, have jobs that allow them for time, because time is what is most needed to heal. That, we would say, is the number one ingredient that people are missing. The healing process in and of itself is not hard. It is not difficult at all. It is making the time for it that is difficult. It is finding your way to us each day. And there are a million practices, so do not get weighed down in all the opportunities. Just pick one or two and do them, and make it a goal to connect with us every day. And that is how you begin to embody wisdom. That is how you begin to become the full artistic creator that you are meant to be. So before we can paint a beautiful picture on the canvas, we have to embody the creator with love. So that is the only energy that comes out of their finger through the brush and onto the page. And when you are tapped into love, you can bring that into light. But when you are upset, when you are mad, when you are resenting and angry and not forgiving, this energy is just a block. It blocks the love. It is not a big deal. You can spend as much time in blocked love as you want, but there is so much more fun in creation. There is so much more fun in collaboration. And that is something we've also taught this being through her experiences. There have been times where she wanted to stay mad at someone, and yet she saw that staying mad at that being would block a lot of fun creations that they had together. And so she decided to let it go and then allowed it to serve her. And she continues to trust that everything that she needs not only will be placed in front of her, it will be dumped into her lap. That is our other lesson that involves this teaching today. It is that everything you ever need will always fall perfectly into your lap. You will not need much of an effort to allow it. The effort would be the changing of your thoughts, ideas, and beliefs around the subject. And when the time is right, we will bring it. And so this being has been wondering, why do I not have a house? Why do I not easily have a living situation that is easily affordable, that I own or rent, or some sort of great situation like that? And we have taught her through not giving her a house that there is a key element of integration she is allowing through a more simple lifestyle, through living in the bus and living with family and doing things in the non-traditional way. There is a lot of energy she is gaining. There's a lot that she is able to bring through, such as us. There is more room for creation, and that is what we've asked her to do, to figure out a way to balance money and time for creation, and knowing that the time put into creation is so much more valuable than money, because every time you take a piece of trash thought in your mind and you create it into a loving thing, into a beautiful thing, when you go back into your life, you're more in the 3D, you're more in the logical world, that energy will be with you, and it will ship and shape that energy into the things that you need. And you will see that the time you have for creation will exponentially increase, and the time you need to go into that world, you will find the ways to navigate that world. So you do a bit of effort, a bit of work, and then you have a lot of time to create, and you begin to serve the world through creation, not through money making, through jobs that are not loved. And that is loving, right? That is the loving thing. It is obvious to you all that if it would be loving for everyone to have jobs they truly love, for them to serve humanity from a place of love, and then that would be them spending time in creation. And now there is not two worlds to live in, there is one, where everyone is creator, and you trust that each individual being was given the gifts that they needed to serve their community, the place that they were meant to live, the lifetime they wanted to live out. And you do not need to exert or subcontract your needs out to corporations and certain companies that, unfortunately, because of the structures they live in, don't always have your best interests at heart. But because you are connected to love, because you are connected to all that is, you do have access to everything that is love. You have access to the most intelligence and the most protection. And if you take a step out on a limb from a grounded, centered, loving place where you've truly done the work to relinquish the fear, or at least know that when looking at that fear, you can remain grounded, and you begin to take the baby steps of undoing that trauma, or the giant steps which can happen in other ways through a instant understanding of life and all that is, as someone like Eckhart Tolle has experienced. This is your chance. But we tell you, many of you wish to win millions of dollars, and we do not grant this wish because you would lose out on the process. And we want to tell you from where we stand, the process, the experiences, that is thousands and thousands and quadrillions of times more valuable than money could ever be. It is such a low form of currency. We know you start on that level, and it is one that you need to master. But once you master it in a loving way, that is your job, not from a 3D capitalistic or other type way. Once you master it, then you can step into creation. And that is all you are asking by having enough money, is you're asking the universe to allow you to step fully into creation. But first, you must know what you want to create. You must begin to get rid of the unloving nature, because the universe is no longer allowing for unloving creators. So if you are not finding yourself on the brink of, or at least beginning to explore the possibility of being a creator, there may be reasons. It may be because you are not embodying enough love, and that is not a punishment. It is just that at this time, this earth in the 3D frequency, the suffering has been called to an end. The highest self has decided the suffering on 3D has gone on long enough. There has been enough experiences, and we can move forward. And so that wholeness is still in separation, and so we are healing all the separate parts, tying up all the loose ends. And so as we're doing that process, if you were cleaning up an ocean full of trash, you wouldn't want someone dumping oil in it at the same time. And so all we are asking you to do is find one or two positive, loving interpretations for a situation that has been dragging your energy down, and you will begin to step more fully into creation. There is no one that is not creating at all, because everyone is creating, but there are obviously roles of creation that have bigger energies or have an impact in different ways, and you are all here to have a big impact, because your resonance, of course, will be with your brother and sister who comes from the same source as you. That is all you are. You are just an aspect of everyone else. They are you, how you would have turned out in the situation that they are in. So when you look at someone and you go to judge them, truly remember, you are only judging yourself. You are only judging yourself in someone else, because they are showing you a part of yourself, and that is their gift. And they will annoy you, and they will frustrate you, and you will talk about them. But you will learn over time that after the venting process is complete and you decide to tune into love, you change the radio frequency to love, you will empower yourself to move past that energy, that frequency, and you will be able to become more of the creator you are. The lessons you need to become a creator are right in front of you. We are handing them to you, especially in this time of major transitions. There is a big change coming, big. The wind just blew faster. There's a big change coming, and we are excited, but there's a lot clearing right now. So we say allow yourself to be in downtime, allow yourself alone time, allow yourself lazy days and contemplation and journaling, and as much time as you have to give to that, we encourage you to do so. Balance your work, create space for yourself to feel what is feeling, because you are releasing so much right now. We are so thrilled, and this has been one of the best channelings that we have ever seen this being complete. She has really been able to integrate all the lessons she has learned and then allow us to sugarcoat them with what is needed. And that is how we are here to help you. It is not even you who needs to come with the ideas. You can ask us to bring them through in a moment of daydream, in a moment of clarity, in a moment of joy. And when you are in joy, that is when we can connect with you best. Of course, we're always trying to connect with you, but there are blocks up much of the time, and we are removing those blocks. And we tell you, babies, the light is shining through so much more than it ever has. And those of you working on the energetic spectrum, you will be seeing how the rewards for your investment in this non-physical world will be exponentially increasing. We say to those of you interested in financial wealth, we say spend time in the non-physical, in the energies. There is going to be a huge need for beings who can bridge the gap between the 3D thought and the loving 5D consciousness. And that is going to be one of the most lucrative ways that you can invest. This being has studied how to invest in the stock market and crypto, and she has never felt right about it. Our guidance to her is to continue to develop herself, continue to learn how to live simply, and bask in the joys of what is, because many of you, all of you, have abundance around you, but there may be a thought or an idea that is blocking it. We promise that there is a path for each and every being, one that is beautiful, one that is comfortable in certain ways, and one that will give you everything you need to complete the journey to being the best version of yourself and the best facilitator of the creation of the new earth. We are the Pleadian Council, backed up by our besties, our guards, our expert contactees, the Arcturians, and we will speak to you again at another time. All right, guys. Hope you could hear that. That was the Pleadians. That was cool. They're definitely me already. As I was channeling them, I'm like, oh, this is so familiar. This is me. But it's funny that sometimes you can channel aspects of you that are different, because we tend to look for different. So, yeah, so that is the channeling today. They also gave me the idea this morning to create a course called Embodying the Guidance. And it would be, I think, 90 minutes for like 6 sessions. And yeah, So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments, or if you have any thoughts about that. But yeah, it seems like a good idea, and I would really like to create a course. And as I said, embodying the guidance, spending time with yourself is the most important thing that you can do. And that net washing up, I haven't seen anything like that in so long. There's just so many synchronicities. Even yesterday, my cousin Dylan was showing me videos of kayak surfers. Haven't seen a kayak surfer in like 8 years probably, a video, an image, anything. And then my surf lesson client sends me a meme of a kayak surfer being like, stay in the flow, and the flow is like this massive wave and they're just barely trying to stay in it. And I'm like, what? Like, the synchronicities are wild, and so they happen, and it's so fun, and that's a part of this too. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here, and I'll speak to you too again at another time. Bye.